G'day viewers, well my neighbours just did a big clean up. I had a couple of old computers there. Nothing much else I liked, they were just pieces of garbage computers, nothing worth saving. Kept the power supplies. I got a Aztec, this is a 1997 model. Where's the output, I think, yeah, 95 watt max. So it's a piece of crap by today's standards, but for maybe a small car radio or something, it'd be perfect. This one's from a Apple Mac, 1990, mid-90s model Apple Mac. I can't remember the bloody operating system or something, or whatever it was. This is a Delta Electronics power supply, made in Thailand. Model number DPS-158GB. It's a, where is it? Total output 150 watt max. Relatively well bought power supply, so it's a bit different to your ATX and more modern power supplies. So I'll find out how I can jump that and use that to power a car radio as well. This one's a Skyhawk brand, an earlier one. It's a, where is it? Tells you how to wire the switch up, that's good. But when I took this out of the computer, I messed all the wiring up, so this tells me how to wire it back up properly. That's all I need to turn it on. Just a 240 volt switch, that's it. Pretty easy to turn on without having to jump any wires. Let's see, 23 amps in a positive 5 watt rail, positive 12 watt rail, 9 amps. Doesn't tell you what the wattage is though. Must be at least, I don't know, 100 watt. Came from a 95 Windows 95 computer. That wasn't nothing much worth saving in that either, just all crap. The only thing I kept off that computer was the old floppy drive. That's kind of interesting. 96 model. Very interesting stuff. And out of the Mac, got this nice speaker. All the trouble about to make them sound good back then. Might plug it in, see how that sounds. Give it this is full of dust bunnies, you know, blow them out with some compressed air, and we'll test them later on. Also got some solar lights. The lenses are busted, so I snapped them off so they work. Take the batteries out, have some good AA battery chargers that run off solar. So to see which ones work and which ones don't. Got a couple there. One of them still does work. There you go, that one there still works. Take the batteries out, see if they're any good. Yeah, that one's the only one that's still working at the moment. Got a bit of moisture in them, so we'll dry them out. I also got some computer speakers. There's a 120 watt peak music power output, frequency response, 20 to 20 kilohertz, 4 ohm impedance, 4 inch woofer and 2 inch tweeter. Made by a company called Vogue. These are from a 1996 computer, so the computer this all came out of, these were from. The volume button doesn't work properly, and the sound's all distorted. So the speaker driver itself is relatively pretty good. Suspension's all intact. There's the other one, there's a cord, all complete in the set, so I've got to try and work on that one, fix that up. Also picked up a vintage VCR, I've already taken a top cover off to inspect it. This is a early NEC VCR. I've got the old door design, the old TP store. Nice big chunky power supply. That's probably at least a 12 volt, 15 volt power transformer, but at least, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 amps output, so that's pretty useful. Got its own protected output section and rectifier diodes and everything in there. Nice big chunky motors. Another big one in there somewhere. Now I reckon the heads were playing up in this, but I'll give it a good dust out, clean everything up and see how it works. Nice old machine though, very early. Just after the beta era, this is when they first came out. VHS, hi-fi hard drives, so Mac Store. They were brought out by Seagate. Manufactured October 1999. That's I think it's a 5 gigabyte or something like that. This is the one from the Mac. This is made by IBM drives. Made in Hungary too. It's no, I can't decode the codings on these old hard drives. I'm pretty sure it's probably a gig max, if 1.6 gigabyte. There you go. 995. It was a lot of memory back then. I've got my hard drive docking station. I'll plug them in and have a little browse on them. Probably not going to be much worth on these, so not really worth keeping. Okay, viewers, following the schematic. Black, white, this side, brown and blue. That's how the switch wires up. That's on, that's off. So now I've got it turned on. Got a test load here. Pentium processor is what the computer had. That's my test load fan there. Oh, I'll plug it in, we'll see if it works. Three, two, one. It's working. With a working power supply. Sweet. That one's good. If you also test this one now, 3, 2, 1. Fired one up. There you go, it's working. Alright. Oh, this one here requires something different being a Mac. I hope that's not some bloody data communication thing or something. It has to be connected to a motherboard and get some sort of signal to work. That'd be a pain in the ass. I want to be able to run this without a computer. To 125 volt, it puts out 3 amps. So now where is it here? Hang on a minute. I must have misread that. It says output. Oh, I see. That's a rating. Oh, there you go. Different countries. So if you're using this socket to run to a CRT, yeah. It's got relatively good components in there. Other power supplies that are niche kind capacitors in there, and they were all pretty good. Now this doesn't have a green wire to jump, so there must be some other wire I have to jump to turn this on. There must be the output there, the Molex, so I get 12 and 5 volts out of that. Positive 12 volt, 5 amp max. 20 amp max and a positive 5 volt rail. Okay, well I'll have to figure out which wire does what and turn it on. This is a non-ATX type power supply. I'll test it on another day. Meanwhile, we'll try and fix these and we'll give them a test. See what the symptoms are. Okay, we've got the football. Plug it in. Flat out. Let's turn this on. The volume's on flat out. That sounds pretty good. Hope the amplifier ICs aren't bad. Sounds like capacitors or something doing that. Not too bad. That don't sound too well at all, actually. Yeah, that's supposed to sound like that. Alright, let's open these up and investigate. Okay, viewers, I got these things opened up. Now it says 120 watt peak music power output, but there's only 25 watt rated speakers. That sounds very odd. Now immediately I noticed a burnt resistor there. Just make out that colour code if I read it the right way. Looks like I've got, well, N band must be, I think it's supposed to be gold, but it's turned brown because it's gotten a bit warm. The middle one's supposed to be purple. The N one's brown, so. Okay, viewers, let's measure that resistor. I'll get this closer here. get the lead to connect properly here. No. There you go. .1 kilo ohms. 1.1 kilo ohms. But I don't think that's what's causing the distorted volume. It could be capacitors. His filter capacitors look alright. There's no hum in the audio, it's just that scrambly distortion. Could test those audio MOSFET transistors there. They are TDA4033A, I think, if I can read that properly. Guess I'll test those and see how they go. And while I'm at it, spray some contact cleaner on those filthy controls. See if that does nothing. Well, viewers, I fixed the dirty volume control because that was very touchy. I would tap it and turn it, it would go real loud, then it wouldn't work, so that works good. So I'm going to fucking get the multimeter leads in there. This is not easy to pull apart, this. Looks like I'm going to have to unsolder the leads of that power transformer, but I'll try and do it without getting to that. Get my multimeter leads in there and test those amplifier chips. They could be what's causing that problem. Okay, viewers, looks like that burnt resistor goes in line to run this LED here. But the LED is not popped when that resistor's burnt, so that's strange. Managed to pop these knobs off, they were glued on. Now I've got a clear view on those transistors. They are TDA2030A. Then under that it's got 8AQ622 ST brand and Sing for Singapore. So they're made in Singapore. But there you go. I'll give them a test on the multimeter, see if they're any good. Sounds like these film capacitors here could be bad. It's just got that sound to it. I hope that's all it is. So I could probably just replace those and see if it makes a difference. Okay, viewers, I've tested those in the multimeter. They both seem to be giving alright readings, so they're getting the same result. Maybe it's capacitors or something I've got to replace. I'll work on this later on. We'll have a look at this VCR now. Now we just came and dropped off the remote control and the owner's manual to it, so we'll give it a test. Okay, viewers, I've found the operator's manual. There's the model number, N830EA. Remote control. Pause still, record and play. Yeah, it goes to show how early this is, before infrared. I'll lay it down. Oh, heavy little machine this is, little tank. Alright, little. Power up. Okay, viewers, I'll switch on the VCR, see how much it uses. Huh, barely moving. Alright, that's on. There you go, got a big relay in it. Alright. Here, relay clicking in there, it's a pretty well built machine. Now apparently the heads are stuffed, so I'll try and clean this up a bit. Might find a junk tape and see what it does. Tune the TV into it, because this VCR was purchased new with this TV in 1983, so made in 1981. So anywhere between when it was made, between 1983 it was purchased. And that's how old this machine would be. And there's the remote. Pause still, record and play. That's before the infrared remote controls came out. Now I'll try and tune a set-top box into this. I'll do that in another video there, we'll see what happens. We get a good picture from it. There's the owner's manual, there's a model, N830EA. It's probably got belts that are perished, so it's probably going to chew the tapes. Only thing's missing is this flip down door, which went here. There you go, there's all your instructions. There's your old school tuning setup, which is under this flap. You slide it out, and it flaps down, and you've got your wheels that you've got to turn. And that goes to tuning capacitors, which are in the board there somewhere. Now it's got B and C, and this oh, I forgot what that's called, audio plug. Video in, video out. That B and C connectors are basically just an old sort of what they use instead of RCA cables. That's what they look like. You have like a twist-on bayonet type connector. And there's this little star plug I forgot the name of. That's the audio, but we don't use that. We've got the RF modulator here. We just use that. That's easier. Just located there underneath the power switch next to the power transformer. There's a vacuum fluorescent display. Seems to work alright. Not too badly worn. Oh, there you go. DIN socket. DIN socket, that's it. There's your RF output channel selector. We'll test that out in another video, its features. Now they did have a Betamax recorder and a matching camera in their shed, but that belonged to their grandpa, so I couldn't have that. They're keeping that one. That was a Sanyo beta cord model. Didn't have any tapes or anything with it. Let's see, weighs 9 kilograms. Horizontal resolution, 250 lines. Channel coverage, 0 to 5 in VHS band 3, 5, 8 to 11, UHS band 2, channels 21 to 69, I mean UHF and VHF. VHS PAL, which is Australian standard, rotary slant azimuth 2-head helical head. That's the actual drum there. It's a 2-head VCR. Yeah, 625 line system. So it plays T40 tapes. There's a Ronald McDonald buddy imprint on that thing. There you go. There's the actual date there. Printed in Japan in 1984. So, thanks for watching.